Hello and welcome to another Hearthstone guide with me, Tom Rendle, where today I'm going to be taking you through an aggro Flamewalker Mage deck that I've been having a lot of fun with on ladder and, at least some success. So I'm going to take you through the deck list right now. Flame game. Here we go. So, I've been playing a couple of decks utilising the new Blackrock Mountain card, the Flamewalker, and this is the aggro version of the deck that I've been running. Basically, it's built around this card, the Flamewalker, which is after you... it's a 3-drop, 2/4. After you cast a spell, deal 2 damage, randomly split among all enemies. So that, combined with some cheap spells, gives this deck an awful lot of tempo. The idea is pretty much you want to roll them over in the first 8 or 9 turns or so. So we're not really looking to prolong the game into too late. At the cheap end of the deck, we've got Arcane Missiles as an activator for the Flamewalker, 1 copy of Mirror Image, and some cheap removal, Flame Cannon and Frostbolt. You tie that in with Unstable Portal, which is a really fun card. I'm hoping we get a lot of interesting moments with this one. Mad Scientist is obviously a fantastic tempo card. If we get it out in the early game, it's fantastic. And with that, we've got the 2 mirror entities and 1 counterspell in this version of the deck. It's quite a low mana curve, so we have 2 Arcane Intellects as a way to cycle through our cards. Sorcerer's Apprentice just makes all of these wonderful spells just that little bit cheaper. Fireball is some hard removal, but also a great finisher. Potted Shredder, great 4-drop. 1 Azure Drake, card draw, bit of spell damage. A Flame Strike, nice comeback mechanic. Dr. Boom, fantastic card. Ragnaros, just for that little last bit of damage. I was running a more mid-range version of this deck, which was also doing alright on the ladder. It had things like a Chasm Mystic in there, a couple of Sludge Belchers, Kel'Thuzad, Loatheb, Sylvanas, and I think I was playing them in as replacements for Arcane Missiles, Mirror Image. I don't think I had the counter spell in there, and I didn't have the Flame Strike. So you get the kind of idea, but this is the current deck list I've been going with, and we're just going to hop onto the ladder and see if we can hack up some nerds and have a good time. I've been pretty much playing this deck, or variations on this deck from rank 7 up to rank 3. Took me about 4 or 5 hours of play. And yeah, it felt like it was fairly consistent. This deck can win against control decks by simply killing them quickly. It can outpace some of your aggro decks. It does alright against Zoo. Excuse me. It does. It has a reasonable matchup against Face Hunter. Druid is a very interesting deck to face. Don't think I've faced a Priest with it, actually. Priest feels like it might be one of the naturally tougher decks. But it really depends on... what am I looking for here? Do I want to keep the Frostbolt? So I'm playing a Legend guy, which obviously means I've been on a decent run. What am I really going to use this for? I could use it for... yeah. See, what I'd really like is my Mad Scientist and a few other bits and pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna toss it back right now. So Dr. Boom is obviously going to be fantastic, but okay. Obviously, we're somewhat vulnerable to a Northshire Cleric, which is why I was considering keeping the Frostbolt, but okay, we'd have had an answer to it anyway. So, got to keep an eye on what this guy's doing. Obviously, we aren't going to be favoured in the late game against a priest. Well, this feels fairly automatic. It's a bit early to be doing crazy things like that. Just trying to keep an eye out for like a turn 4 Soul Priest Circle of Healing kind of play. Wonder if he could play something like an Injured Blade Master and then Circle of Healing, but okay, he's not going for that. Okay, is there any point in me playing this card? It is completely free. Well, we're definitely doing that. And we're definitely doing that. So I get an additional 4 damage from playing this card. But I think I want to keep it for... Yeah, I don't think the 4 damage is important enough. I mean, am I just wrong there? If he plays the Soul Priest Circle of Healing, then I can always just ping it anyway. No, we're going to give it a go. We are going for that face damage.
Do you like to play with fire?
Okay, that's... So, I assume he's going to start off with a Power Word Shield. Okay. And then he's going to a coin. Okay. And he gets to heal 3 cards. Okay. Alrighty then. You know, we're almost getting to a stage where we just say, dang it. Because we could do...
What to do?
3 damage to him, that would take him down to 14. Then 4 damage. Take him down to 10. I don't know. What are we going to do here? Of course I can take that out and play this card. But... I think we're going to start off with this. Let's see what we kill. Not ideal. Three damage. So that would take him down to 40. That'd take him down to 9.
Time runs out on me.
I think I want to remove this. Like so. And there we go. So he's down to 12. Obviously he's taking this out. I get my nice little 5 bonus. He gets an Azure Drake. And I need a turn 6. I think we're still interested in broad control. Trouble is, he almost certainly has a Shadow Word Death. So with 9 cards in hand against this priest. It's one of the reasons I was so tempted to just keep going for face earlier on, but yeah, I think this isn't a fantastic matchup for us. Counterspell. Is there there's an argument for playing Flamewalker Counterspell. Is there a good argument though? See, I think Shadow Word Death is just such a high likelihood. And okay, what other spells has he got? Light of the Naru. I mean, he's used Circle of Healing. I'm gonna not play Dr. Boom on turn 7, which is very controversial. I'd like damage to the face, that's fine. Obviously it's not perfect to get it like that, but there we go.
Do you like to play with fire?
Okay, so now we've established that's what it is. So he's not played a Shadow Word Pain, that's good. Trouble is now he can obviously just trade with the Dr. Boom. I don't know. Maybe it was worth a gamble on the last turn, but I honestly don't know. Let's see. Looks like he's going to test it with a Holy Smite and then play the Shadow Word Death.
Well played.
So I'm expecting Shadow Word Death and then bad things to happen. Yup. And he gets a little bit card draw, so I can't ping him. I think I need Ragnaros right now. Ooh, that's not a bad card. It allows us to keep on fighting in any case.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
So he's at 15 health. Yeah, in general. Problem with it, even if I get Ragnaros at this stage, he's likely to have mind control. That's Scientist, sure. Okay, let's ping that. Whenever you summon a pirate... I mean, sure.
Well played.
Not all who wander are lost.
Oh. This is a deck.
Well played.
Well, that's certainly one way we can lose. We got absolutely crushed in that game. Well, it happens. Didn't think Priest was going to be a particularly great matchup there, but yeah. No, it's been a... I don't remember the last time I came across a Prophet Valen Priest deck. Yeah. Such is life. I wonder what cards he was cutting for that.
Jaina versus Jaina.
Okay, so we've got another mage
My
out
magic
here.
will tear you apart.
In general, I'd rather have the coin. It's a great activator for various things, and Arcane Missiles is a bit stronger under those circumstances. But here we're going to just toss it back, and we get it back anyway. Yeah, fair enough. We've got a turn 1, turn 2. Hopefully use that with something else at some point. Okay, it's looking pretty good now. So, quite a lot of mages these days have been freeze mages. And actually, the only experience I've had playing with them has been with the more mid-rangey deck. And there I was able to just win very easily with a... hang on, let me just think about this for a second. With a Kezan Mystic. Knife Juggler. I wonder what that's in there for. I mean, it's a solid enough 2-drop, but... okay. No point in gambling around with the arcane missiles. Maybe he's got sort of mirror image or some other such thing. I don't know. Obviously, Kezan Mystic could be a really big swing card in this game. See what we get. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. Right now I'm playing against another deck that I really don't... It looks like it's a version of my deck, to be honest. And that went pretty badly for me. Okay, but we carry on our tempo. Don't see why we want to play that card. Do actually want to have some kind of board control here.
I am ready. I am ready.
You know what? I have a feeling that maybe he's running an Archmage Antonidas in here. Alright, now we play this card because it's free. I think we're gonna go pretty heavily to the face right now because, as you can see, we don't have too many of the old cards. Okay, let's see what we get. Ooh. Ooh, that's disgusting. He is getting some pretty sick arcane missiles. Not a bad 4-drop there, but yeah, I am not liking this arcane missiles damage that's being done to me. Time Rewinder. What will that be helpful for? That's not a battle cry. Yeah, mirror image. I wondered if that was the reason that Knife Juggle was in there. Did make some sense. Okay, well, we've got to take that out. And then we play that, and we play that. So at least we've got some cards again. If you play something like Dr. Boom, I'm going to be in huge amounts of trouble. Yeah, okay. Archmage Antonidas. And an Ice Lance. Did wonder if that was what we were looking at. And a Rusty Horn. Okay. We are super dead here. This is honestly not working very well.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I mean, the only way we win this game is by winning a race. He's got fireballs for days, but that... I am technically threatening lethal. And he's probably going here to there. Okay. And then... okay, counterspell. Well, that's only a little bit too late. So we're starting to get him in range for something. Okay, he's testing out for the mirror entity. But he has to play the spell anyway. Okay, so we counter that. Now we need Dr. Boom or Ragnaros. Something like that. Mad Scientist doesn't get the job done. This deck is currently going about as terribly as it could do. If I lose 3 games in a row, what I'll do is I'll switch over to my other deck list and try that out in part 2. But yeah, I think the main reason we lost this were, well, his deck was pretty good and arcane missiles were absolutely horrendous. Alright, now we actually need our fireball. Flamewalker, awesome. And time to, you know.
Well played.
Honestly, this deck was working earlier. What is going on? Let me try again. Well, we managed to identify what deck we were playing against, so I guess we get bonus points for that, but doesn't really change the fact that we just lost terribly with it. But, yeah. If he manages to get an Archmage Antonidas and 2 free spells on turn 7, that's a pretty powerful turn 7 for him. Okay. Been facing quite a lot of handlock recently, and I'm actually considering switching to handlock. I don't have Jiraxxus yet, and I'm also missing 1 mountain giant, so that feels like it needs some adjusting. But okay, this looks like a pretty useful looking hand to me. Okay, and there's Ragnaros. No Flamewalker. So I'm kind of tempted to say I want damage quickly out there. So I think I'm going to coin this out. Because I want to start hitting quickly. Okay, that doesn't really tell us too much. Arcane missiles. Let me just take that out. It's more likely to be a handlock than anything else, but who knows? Yep. I mean, the fact that he's tapping doesn't guarantee it. There are some demon locks out there. Dragon lock is vaguely a thing. Let's do this and see what we get. Ooh. If you have at least 3 mechs, well, that's not going to be a thing. Still, it's a 4/5. Which is, you know, a thing. So, do I want to play Unstable Portal or Mad Scientist next? Kind of feeling a Mad Scientist because it's going to be really useful to have out there. Keeping that for the moment. Yeah, he's like, what on earth is that card? Yeah. I haven't seen it being made use of in any constructive decks. Does he now coin out a Twilight? Okay, Mountain Giant. There we go for 3. So, this is where Flamewalker would really come in handy, but everything is suddenly pretty cheap. So we're doing 4 damage. And I think we're just going to do this for the moment. Because I kind of want to get out my secret. I think it's okay to put him down to 14. I mean, we can play a little bit around Molten Giants, but it still costs him 4. And then what's he going to do? He could play that and a Sun Fury Protector, but okay. But also a Molten Giant when I've got a Mirror Entity up is not something to worry about. Okay. Again, feels like we start off with Unstable Portal. Okay, I don't think an Antique Healbot is quite what I'm after in this game, but who knows? Maybe I'll get Alex Stralsund and it will come in handy. I'm kind of worried about Shadow Flames. I am... Okay. Five mana, 5 damage Flame Strike is pretty cool.
Running a program. Hug. Jump in now. Take cover.
Do 4 damage, that's fine. If I can keep a relatively clear board, then this could be the finisher. Flamewalkers would be nice to turn up at some point. Okay, Hellfire, Mortal Coil I'm guessing here. But... and then there. Mirror Entity. That feels like a good card.
What to do? What to do?
3 damage. I mean, part of me just wants to say screw it a little bit and go all to face. The alternative is that. I don't know. Hand luck always messes with my head.
Time runs out on me.
I really want to play this card. And I can't play both of these two. I'm kind of figuring with the Mirror Entity and Ragnaros. Okay, that really sucks. Flame Strike? I mean, I want this to be a finisher. You know, I might just be terrible at this game, guys. I have to say that this 2 mana Antique Healbot is not doing what I want it to do. All we're doing is losing with this deck. Oh no, he's down to 13 health and he doesn't seem to have Molten Giants. Probably speaking too soon as he's about to play one out. Sludge Belcher. And a Dark Bomb. I mean, I think we're reaching the stage when we just have to play this card. And do this as well.
What to do? What to do?
Super weak to Big Game Hunter and Siphon Soul. Let's see what we get. Because there was always a chance of it doing all three to him like that. And then we do this. Okay. Well, maybe we should have started off with that. Yeah, like I say, tricky.
Time runs out on me.
And then we... Okay, 3 damage here. That's just an activator, I don't see any purpose for it. I like the fact that it's this can't be targeted, so there's no mana coil or dark bomb stuff. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got this card. Feels pretty much like we do something like this. And pass. So, okay, can't complain about that. Second best outcome. We're expecting a Siphon Soul. Ooh, a life tap. He needs something to get rid of this, I guess. But with 2 fireballs in hand, that's always the nice thing when you're playing against hand lock as mage. If you've got these cards in hand, they will get through all of the taunt. And it feels like he's run out of heal and everything. So yeah, we do finally win a game. And Dr. Boom turns up as well. Alright, I'm going to go for a quick break now. Get myself a drink. And come back and see if we can continue to win a little bit. And maybe at some point I'll play a game with the other deck list. We will just see how things go, see how I feel. Yeah. Don't forget, by the way, you can follow me on Twitter at @TERendle. You should be able to see my username just there. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to Jurasol's channel. And yeah, let me know what you think of this deck and what guide you'd like me to give next. Alright, I'll be back with part 2 in just a minute. Don't go anywhere.